All right, good morning, boys and girls, and it's time for breakfast with Lester. And so, what we're going to do right now is we're going to, not sure if you can see it, but we've got portobello, baby portobello mushrooms. We've got this yellow pepper, some delicious bacon, and a bagel, all from Costco. Costco did not sponsor this, I paid for this stuff myself. And then the secret ingredient, of course, is the black bean and cotija cheese, 6-layer dip. And we're going to be making ourselves with this fun-filled frying pan. This is an omelet pan. It's got that hingy. But we're going to do an open-faced omelet today and see how that goes. Now, as you can see here, I diced up the portobello mushroom and only a section of the pepper. You're not going to need that much since you're cooking for one. Now, the issue with Costco is that when you buy from Costco, you're not just buying one pepper. You are buying 6 peppers. So if you're a single person living on your own, you're going to want to eat peppers with every single meal. That's just the nature of the beast. Or you can get all of your fresh produce at a grocery store, or like Kroger, or you can even go to Meijer or something like that. Elsewhere, where Meijer is only in like 3 states. Walmart, I guess. But yeah, go to local produce places. You should be able to find some in your area unless you live in major cities. And so I've cut the bacon in half. We're not going to need that much bacon, just a little bit. Now, I am a meat eater, so you can always substitute this kind of stuff for pretty much anything else you want. Instead of using olive oil, I like to just use the natural juices of the bacon fruit. Now, I beat it up 3 eggs right here. Normally I like to put rosemary in pretty much everything that I do, but because this black bean dip here is chock full of salsas and sour creams and a whole bunch of other things, you don't want to confuse too many spices together. And with the salt of the bacon fruit, we should have no problems having a delicious, robust flavor. Next up is the cook. Now you want to get this pan heated up nicely. Get it just kind of roaring, get it working up nice and hot. And now what you can do is you can dice your bacon so that you have like little pieces in there. Depends on how you like to take it. Personally, I just go for a full piece or half pieces and go from there. We're going to let that cook and sizzle up real quick. And in the meantime, I'm going to get some coffee going. Oh yeah. I'm going with Michigan Cherry Light Roast. Light Roast has the most amount of caffeine than the other medium and darker roast blends of coffee. Apparently, the more you roast a bean, the less caffeine is actually in it. But you didn't know that. Now, me generally, I like my bacon not too crispy, not too soft, just the right kind of chew. So we are going to move directly into adding all of this fun stuff here. Now, of course, you want to use both hands for this and not be holding a cell phone while you do it, but hey, I did a pretty good job. Good for me. Alrighty, so this whole side you want to cook everything up with. Now, the mushroom's going to seem like you have a lot, but once they start cooking with the bacon juice, they'll get smaller, they'll shrink. So not too worried there. You want a good balance of all your little meat products. I do consider mushrooms to be a form of meat. but not bacon. There we go. I'm going to let that cook up just a little bit. Now, the issue with the bagels, and we do have a bagel button here. Bagel button. You're going to want to hit the bagel button at just the right amount of time. Now, I can't be microwaving anything while toasting, otherwise I will blow a fuse. So you want to be careful about that. Make sure that you know which appliances are connected to which circuits. If you're running too many things at once, you're going to be cooking in the dark. Alrighty, now I'm going to add the eggs, just like that. Like I said, we're doing an open-faced omelet here, so I use one compartment for cooking up all of the ingredients, and the inner part, the one closest to the handle, for the egg. If you do it the opposite side, when you flip, you're going to make a big mess by spilling all of this egg batter all over the place. So I learned that the hard way, so you don't have to. Now, I'm going to try and do this with my holding the phone with my chin, so you can see how this whole thing works. Do you see it? You see it? Just like that. Amazing, amazing forms of technology right there. I got this pan as a gift from a good friend of mine for Christmas, and I use it virtually every single day. I love this thing. Alrighty, next up is the bean dip. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to take some of this bean dip. We're going to grab a spoon and take a little bit of bean dip and just kind of dab it. Dab it right in there. Dab it. Dab it. You don't want too much. Just enough. You're going to spread it around just a little bit. Just a little bit. The heat itself is going to take care of a lot of it. And with the spoon. Numb. And then just like that. I'm going to let that sit for a second. You want about half heat. We're just rocking this out. We got the coffee brewing. It's my Krups aromatic control. One button. Gravity pour. Thermos carafe. No heater. No fire. No worries. Now at this point is where I hit the bagel button and I drop them and make sure that they're in there good. And we wait. Once that thing dings, we'll be ready to go. I'm going to turn the heat off at this point, and the natural just heat accumulated inside of the pan will continue to cook everything inside. So if you feel like it's not fully cooked enough, obviously let it burn a little bit longer, and it's al dente. It's basically however it works for you. Alright, it looks like we got a ding here. We got the bagels all nicely toasted. Very nice. I usually go with a more run-of-the-mill Thomas's English muffin or something to that effect, but I got this Asiago cheese thing from Costco. Looks nice, looks fancy, looks good enough to eat. And next up we've got, oh yeah, that's looking gorgeous. I'm going to try to do this again with just holding my chin. Kids, don't try this at home. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. That is one messy looking. There we go. Yum, yum, yum. Alrighty. We're going to take this right on over to the table where I already have a cup of coffee ready to go. Let me get a fancy Let's see, click shot of it. Ta-da! And that there is Cooking with Lester. That's breakfast. Next time, maybe I'll make a sandwich. Let me know at the bottom under the comment section if you like what you saw. If you don't, let me know that you don't. This is all stuff I'm gonna eat anyway. And thank you for visiting. Hit subscribe, put a like, do your thing. Do it.